In this video, I'm going to give you my top tips that I believe helped my real estate media business reach that $100,000 milestone in 2023. While your real estate media business might be pretty different from mine, hopefully some of these insights can help you reach that milestone this year. So let's get into the video right now. So at the time of recording this video, it's currently the first week of January, and I just went back to work after a much needed 2-week break. And before we get into the main tips, this is a very important bonus tip. I seriously encourage everyone that runs their own business, especially in the photo and video space, to try and take at least some sort of time off during the year. And in my case, I always try and take off the last 2 weeks of the year to enjoy the holidays, spend time with family, but to sit down and look at my business calmly. Two words that typically never go together: business and calm. It's amazing what simply 1 to 2 weeks off can do to give you a good mental reset, help clear your mind, and simply sit down and look at how your business did and what you want to focus on the following year. For example, I've been struggling with what direction to take my business this year, and those 2 weeks off helped me clear my mind, and now I have a clear vision of what I want to do. Okay, so topic 1, which I think is probably the main biggest tip that I think helped cross that 100K threshold, and why I probably didn't the year before or any before that. And that is, you need a team. Let me explain. First off, I don't mean you need a team of like 5 on-staff salary paid employees, and if that's your case, that's great, but it's not me whatsoever. And I'm not sure if I want it to be in the future either. I simply mean being able to bring on or outsource additional shooters, editors, assistants, and so on. Basically to take things off your plate that maybe aren't the best use of your time, someone else could possibly do better, and allows you to take on more work, which means more money. And trust me, I know that that is easier said than done. Letting go is one of the hardest things I had to do because I'm someone that wanted to control everything from start to finish, but it wasn't the most productive. And it also made me realize I am not the best at everything. And that means that whole aspect of running a business from start to finish and everything involved in the shooting process and the editing process and so on. And that's totally okay because now I get to focus on the things that I truly love, which is more of the shooting aspect, and outsource whether it's the editing or hiring people to help me out with shoots. And like I've mentioned on the channel before, if you don't know where to start on hiring somebody or starting to outsource work, I would look into getting an editor first. You want to find someone that works with you, can replicate your style, or possibly even make your work even better, and simply train them on how you do things as much as you can. For me, my first outsource was a real estate photo editor. I realized I would spend way too much editing, limit the amount of work I can take on, and it's something I really didn't enjoy whatsoever. Now, when it comes to real estate photo editors in particular, there's a ton of them out there. There's real estate photo editing companies, independent real estate photo editors. A lot of them are based overseas, so it is a bit of a process to kind of weed out the ones that might not work best for you, or maybe are too cheap, the quality of work isn't there. So I recommend putting some samples together of some raw photos or video clips, ask them to do some sample edits for you, see if you're a good fit, pricing works, or even try and find someone local that just can independently work for you if you have the volume to support them to work part-time, for example. And once you do this step, trust me, it makes your life a lot easier from a business perspective because that means you can now take on more work, get some more of your time back, and focus on the important things like overall running your business. And trust me, your clients are going to better understand that you can meet those deadlines and take better care of them. And now even taking it to the next step this year, which is to hire a part-time real estate photographer that I can either outsource work to and help me out on those photo and video listing shoots so I can again focus on video, which is what I'm really passionate about. And along with the fact that I can send them to do other last-minute smaller listing gigs that I normally don't have the time for. And I even might start bringing an assistant or intern to real estate listing shoots, somebody that can just get the home ready, get some behind the scenes, start training them on small things, anything that just help me out. Another thing I've started doing is always bringing an assistant to higher-end photo video shoots. Now, this might not be something if you just exclusively do real estate photo and video, but it's something I really recommend for you to get into because it can be extra revenue during the slow times or even consistent income on a monthly basis. Being able to offer things like headshots, lifestyle photography, short form video content of their listings, higher end marketing video content for realtors and teams can add a whole nother level to your business and make you stand out from your competitors that don't offer that or are not very good at it. But having someone there to assist you that you trust to hold a light stand, help with setting up gear, even add some creative direction on the spot while you're shooting, helps immensely to make those shoots go a lot smoother and it all not be on you and make you look more like a team and a business rather than just an independent freelancer. And towards the end of last year, I took it even a step further where I started doing monthly based content for realtors and teams in my area, and I currently have a couple of clients on this business model, which is basically a reoccurring subscription, and we do content days with them on a monthly basis. But the great thing about that is that it secures a flat base monthly income for my business. So instead of having a really great month with listings and whatever's going on to then starting that next month at zero, this way I already know that next month I'm probably gonna start on X amount of money and build from there. So if you want to literally not work 24/7, be able to take on more work comfortably and get some time back to you and your business, you need a team. So I would take a look at one of your regular shoots and look at it from start to finish. What could be automated? What could be done by someone else? What are you the best at? What are you not the best at? And go from there. Now, don't get me wrong. You could totally hit that 6-figure milestone by yourself, doing all of these processes, doing the shooting, the editing, everything you're probably doing now, but just maybe 3x or 5x the amount of work that you're doing. That just wasn't feasible for me, and I think that's why I didn't hit that milestone, because I was doing everything from start to finish. Especially when time is so important to me and everything else that I have going on with having a family, the work that I do on this channel, and the membership community. It just wasn't possible, and that's really how I think I hit that milestone, by having a team. Okay, so the next thing that I really think helped hit that milestone is the fact that there's always new real estate photographers, videographers, media businesses popping up everywhere, and I think one of the best ways to stand out is to offer a unique product. Whether that's simply the work you deliver itself that is unique on its own, or a completely different product that your competitors don't even offer, or just aren't really good at, just something for you and your business to stand out from your competition. For example, the whole premise, the whole foundation of my real estate media business is being a luxury real estate media business that focuses on that rather than just servicing any type of listing at all. I felt like there was a gap in this space where every real estate photo and video company offered just everything around the regular listing. Just we service any type of listing, mostly lower end, smaller homes, nothing really catering to just being the best at the luxury properties. And so that's what I built my business on. And the one thing that typically brought new clients to come to us or reach out last year was our video work. Primarily our luxury lifestyle real estate videos. Which, if you didn't see the last video I posted, go and check out that video to see me break down the top 3 luxury lifestyle videos we shot last year and to learn more about them. No one in my area was really doing any sort of higher cinematography work in the real estate space, so that immediately helped us stand out and be able to charge a much higher premium for these types of videos versus a traditional real estate photo or video project. So what I would do is I would look at what I'm currently offering, see what the competition is offering, and see how you can make it better to help you stand out. To finish it off with tip number 3, which some of you probably aren't going to expect, it's to keep your systems simple. I've realized the simpler your systems are for you and your clients, the better. What I mean by that is how you get things scheduled, how you accept payments, how you organize your files, how you edit your work, the gear that you use, how you deliver your content. And that's just a handful of things. There's a lot more than that. Just anything that you do on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, and try and simplify it as simple as possible. Because the truth is, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be the fanciest, the latest and greatest, the most innovative. It just has to work and be as simple as possible to use for your clients and for you. For example, to your surprise, it might shock you that we deliver our video content, our finalized videos, through Dropbox. Not the most extravagant, but it's honestly the most convenient and the easiest, especially for the client to download on their end. What I do is I create a master folder for that client, and every future video project that we do gets uploaded on there. That way they have a very structured and organized file system for whenever they need to find past work, current work, anything and everything is in one place, and everyone is pretty much familiar with Dropbox. For listing photos, on the other hand, we use a platform called Aereo. I've mentioned it before, we're still using it. There is a little bit of concern about them because they got bought out by Zillow last year. Don't know too many details. I'm just really holding off to see if things stay the same because I don't want to change it up on my clients yet again. And these platforms are great, especially for real estate photographers, like other ones like HD Photo Hub. I used that one before too. Basically a platform for ordering shoots, sending out photos, taking payments, and much more. But funny enough, it's not very great on the video side. Anytime we uploaded videos and sent them to our clients, they had a headache with them. It would take way too long to upload the video, then it would have to process, then on their end they'd have to download it, and they said it took too long. Point being that system was not working, too complex, and possibly a first-time client could be deterred by that and not use you again. And do you have to use a platform like that to deliver photos? No. Now, if you're facing some problems using Google Drive or Dropbox that some of these fix, then it makes sense to use it. For payments and invoicing, all of last year I used Stripe, and I am so happy with it. It worked out great. And up until that point, I had been using PayPal, which I can honestly look back and say that it was a not great experience whatsoever, and I constantly dealt with headaches all the time. What I would do is I set up a PayPal business account, and I would use that as my business bank account and ran into a ton of issues, sometimes on the client side, sometimes money being held. It was just not a great system whatsoever. And with Stripe, it's been really great on the client side, looks way more professional, has a bunch of great analytics for you to keep track on your business. And when payments come in, it processes them and just drops them into your business bank account, which in my case, I have a Chase business bank account. So super happy with that system. I'm so glad that I exclusively only accepted payments through Stripe. Some of my clients that used to pay me through Venmo or Cash App had a little bit of pushback, but they understand the fact that you're growing a business and things have to be legit and just more productive, and that you're trying to just make your processes even better. And that made it so much better because now I could just look at Stripe, see how much we made, see how much we're averaging on a month, not having to go through Venmo and all of these other places that you have to try and keep track of. So I would really encourage you to try and just only accept payments through what you want, and that's best for you. So what I've come to realize is the more your business grows, the more new systems you have to use and the more complicated they can be. And funny enough, some of those things can actually hold you back or possibly deter clients as well, unless you fix those processes. And that's really one of the main things I want to focus on this year. Not how I can 10x our growth, how can I 10x our clients, but how I can simplify, automate new systems, just make it a lot easier for me and my client, and to be less stressful overall. And if you're also just starting out in real estate, photo, and video, or already have an established business, you should really think about joining my community. We have a little over 100 members in this community where you get access to a private Discord group with a bunch of other real estate photographers and videographers all over the world, which is insane to me, talking on the daily, asking questions, gear questions, client questions. It's just so great having a hub that you can just jump into, access some information from a bunch of people probably in the same position that you are. You also get a digital welcome pack with some more updated and recent Lightroom presets that I use, some video LUTs that I use, and some other digital products as well. And lastly, you get access to a behind the scenes exclusive video series that I only post for members, from actual jobs, in-depth editing tutorials, and things like that. So if you're interested, check it out in the link below. So in all honesty, that milestone is a huge accomplishment for me. I hope this video in any sort of way doesn't come across as some sort of flex. The whole point of this video in this channel is to give you tips and insights on how to get better at your craft and your photo and video business based on my experience with running mine. And like I mentioned, I'm not trying to double that overnight or hit that next crazy milestone, but instead focus on how I continue to proficient and expand my team, offer unique products and get better at them along with those monthly content plans, and then simplify our systems even more to make it easier on me and our clients. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully these 3 main insights can help you get a step closer to that 100K threshold in 2024 and so on. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you guys to be part of the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to drop some video topics that you would love to see. If you're a regular viewer or even if you're a new viewer, welcome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.